Today is the day for heroes, for giving the best that you can, for winning and losing and saying, good on ya! It's all in the game! All in the game! It's all in the game! All in the game! It's all in the name of football! Football! Centrals! Well, North! Norwood! Port! South! Sturt! Torrens! Westies! Woodville! Sevens! Football!
And what a magnificent day it was for football in South Australia today, with the sun shining at Football Park and a crowd of 33,000.
Palmer will go to Martin. Martin will go to Hewitt in a moment. Here we go. Firstly to Brooksby. Now they can go to Hewitt if they like. No, he's too short. Brooksby with a very good kick to centre half forward. Quazzoli back there with Miller. Hodgson.
Brooksby. Brian Brooksby, that is. Wold. Carter's going to have a rest for a while. It's almost a holding the ball decision then against Rod Miller. I thought he dropped it. There'll be a free kick now to South Adelaide's Glenn Hewitt for a push in the back. So Glenn Hewitt, a little bit closer than Rod Miller was just a moment ago when he goaled. An opportunity for South Adelaide's 11th goal. They're certainly playing with a lot more endeavour than West Torrens
too, Robert, for goal.
Their whole attitude to the game's much better. West Torrens seem their bacon and egg has given them a bit of trouble in this early morning business, Bruce.
Hewitt's kick is a very, very good one. It's 11-14 to 5-4, so Hewitt's got his first, and whereas in the first two quarters, or the first quarter and a half, they couldn't kick a goal, they couldn't buy one, South Adelaide, now they can't miss, Robert.
So South Adelaide coming down the ground, then Stuart Palmer just taking that mark from the little rover for West Torrens, Daryl Schimmelbusch, and they rebounded very accurately to that full forward area to get a free kick. So Hodgson to Schimmelbusch. Holding on. Free kick against Daryl Schimmelbusch. He's certainly been very unimpressive today too. He hasn't played well, Bruce.
It's unbelievable that he played in the state team last week when you look at him today.
Yes, he's certainly not playing well. Down in his confidence. So Shane Butler giving John Schneebickler a run at it. It's a bit loose in the hands. He's going to get a free kick. West Torrens are not getting to the ball first hardly at all, Bruce.
Given away a lot of free kicks in this
they have. See, that kick was good, and then instead of the West Torrens player just being satisfied, he banged into the back of John Schneebickler. I would have thought yesterday's match we saw if Rick Davies has got this free kick for that, he could have another 10, Bruce. They had 4 on him at one stage to stop the big fellow. John Schneebickler leading now, getting a free kick. Number 10 kick, and goal number 5. Right through the centre. 12-14 South Adelaide, 5-4 to West Torrens.
Schneebickler's had 4 kicks in this term for 4 goals. And since half-time, it's been all one way. Peter Carter dejected. He's got a lot of friends out there at the moment. Just can't get anything going, West Torrens. They've kicked 1-2 in this term to 7 goals forward, and that's been an indication of the play.
We're seeing a very competitive South Adelaide side here. Gives an indication of why their percentage is so high. Hodgson. Hawkins it is that knocks it forward. Then Hawkins recovering. Pilmore's worked hard in the last quarter of an hour, and he's going to get a free kick from the back. I'd say this quarter he's really put in, Bruce. He and Peter Johnston, there's no doubt that they haven't tried to lift their team across half forward. Hill from behind. Corns. Oops, he went to Shepherd, nobody. Paul Martin to centre wing. Kapler in front. Spoiled away by Collier. Schimmelbusch falls over and then taps it out towards Elliott, and he falls over. That's where South Adelaide have got him scun, I think. They're keeping their feet much better as Martin rebounds to centre wing.
Hewitt. Miller on a lead. Was a very good kick. Miller's been a winner up forward. Schneebickler wants it in high. Almost a good grab. Getting rid of it in a hurry was West Torrens player in Colsey.
It was a free kick for holding the man against Hately. That's why he was allowed to play on.
Johnston, centre wing. Morrell wants it. Magnificent kick by Johnston to the spot. Morrell almost. Palmer. Goes short. I don't think Rob Hawkins realised it was for him.
All happened a bit fast.
Now Honour. We'll give it to Corns eventually. Now they gave it to Hawkins. It's all too easy at the moment. Haitley. Miller wants it in the pocket. Schneebichler wants it at centre half forward. Hewitt will get there. Schneebichler. Hewitt, easy as you like. Hewitt tucks it under his arm and kicks a goal. 13-14 to 5-4. Hewitt's got 2. And it is a one-horse race at Football Park.
Yeah, South Adelaide certainly playing very well. They're playing with great confidence now. Rob Hawkins just ran on and then handballed it over to Ron Haitley, and he had Glenn Hewitt standing at centre half forward. But he didn't really go for him. I think he was trying to reach Sneezer, and Hewitt coming across very quickly just tapped it on. And Schneebichler picked it up, gave it back to Hewitt, made an absolute certainty for the goal. So South Adelaide, Mark Nayley on crutches. He'd love to be out there. Pulled a hamstring muscle.
In the ruck, Hawkins and Hodgson. What a great day for the South Adelaide club, though, playing before so many people at Football Park on this historic day, and they're putting up an exhibition like this after half-time. Pillmore. And they'll be 4th on the ladder tonight to centre half forward. That's Dillon and also Schimmelbusch getting in one another's road. Daryl Schimmelbusch will be pretty disappointed with himself tonight. Haitley. Winning the wings easily now, South Adelaide. Free kick will go to Quazol.
So we see a West Torrens player making front position and trying to get to the ball first and showing a little bit of confidence. Peter Johnston, he's certainly working hard since he's been to centre half forward. He goes to Trevor Hill, who's run up that outer side wing. This used to be Hill's favourite trick, but Martin's got a bit of pace. Nice kick. So Robert Morrell with an opportunity from 30 metres. Been playing centre wing for West Torrens this year. Started on the interchange bench today. Came onto the ground. And now kicking a goal. Nice kick. 6-goal forward to West Torrens. 13-14 South Adelaide.
Well, one positive thing that's come out of the game, Robert, has been Peter Johnston's form. His stats won't read all that well, but he hasn't had many chances. That was a lovely kick to Hill. Thought Hill was going to prop on Martin. He decided not to. A kick around the body, and Morrell took the mark out in front of Stuart Palmer and then converted. So West Torrens get one. They need a lot more. They're 52 points behind.
Greg Hodgson in the ruck. Bounce favours him, but Shields is there to compete for South Adelaide. Is he allowed to go for that knock, Bruce, because he's on the same side of the centre line? It's an interesting one. Darren Kapler, he's usually a very good kick. That is an excellent kick. So South Adelaide answer immediately with their 14th goal. They're 14-14, Torrens 6-4.
Immediate reply by South Adelaide. Not a good bounce. Hodgson just had it ripped off him by Schulz. Schulz kicking almost to the trainer at that stage. He wanted to get out of the road in a hurry. Kapler, as Robert mentioned, not a bad kick, and that left leg looked pretty good on the run. Schneebichler was clapping at the moment it left the boot.
Dirk Inglis and Greg Hodgson. Did I say that? Dirk Inglis and Rob Hawkins it was. So 3/4 time, 14-14 South Adelaide, 6-4 to West Torrens.
Adelaide leading 98-40. They had a magnificent third quarter when they kicked 9 goals for. So Inglis against Hawkins. What can Glenn Elliott and his men do? Brooksby. Long handball by Johnston to Schimmelbusch, who's had a very quiet game. Ivanov.
Just can't get the speed to break away, can he, Daryl Schimmelbusch, to get that kick mobile.
Brenton Honour. Very good first half. Oh, gee, that was a funny kick.
He ran into Cornsey. That just shows you how he couldn't run on the straight line to kick the ball. He ducked off.
Mark Schulz, Inglis getting back, and he takes the mark. He was doing that in the first quarter. Hannah provides the lead. Well, it's not a good kick. Haitley takes the mark.
Haitley's playing much more defensively on centre wing, Bruce. He's getting back into the defensive action to read his opponent's kick, something which he hasn't done. Number 10, number 20. Try double that, Rob. It was 10 in 1 quarter. To full forward, Schneebichler off hands. And it'll be, look like David Cazzoli, take the free kick for holding on. So out of defence they come. Robbie Enright gives it to Robbie Morrell. Morrell, slow motion again. He's not breaking with any confidence to go right in towards Kevin Hill. Dillon, Pavlich, inaccuracy. They get away with it. Dillon recovers to receive. Now Kevin Hill with an opportunity. He could have reached him 5 minutes ago if Morrell had broken. Kevin Hill with a beautiful evasion. Nice pace. And a kick to match. Well done, Kevin Hill. It's his second goal. So West Torrens have finally put one through. 7-4 to 14-14 they trail.
Worked very hard for it. Dillon's long handball. Hill was lucky he didn't get a bad bounce. He got around the man, steadied up, and on the run. He's a very good kick for goal normally. That's his second, as Robert said. 7-4 to 14-14.
And Robbie Hawkins for South Adelaide. Just knocking it forward over the top of Dirk Inglis. Hannah gets it to Robson. West Torrens finding a bit of dash at last. They come into the full forward area. And as safe as ever, Philip Brooksby, and what a wonderful game he's played back there. Goes out wide to Brenton Honor. He's been an excellent player both in defence and in attack from that half-back line. To centre wing. Pavlich on Hewitt. No one able to take possession. It just rolls out of bounds.
Hawkins playing in his 100th game. Dirk Inglis. Hawkins was a big winner early. Schimmelbusch scoops it up. Dillon. Inglis was impeded. He'll get a free kick.
Gee, running on well, the big fellow.
Hasn't played too badly, Robert. Gives it to Pavlich. Pavlich through the centre. Goes towards Hodgson. Palmer's back there with him. Palmer just stops, props. Easy as you like. It'll go to Honor. Now, Honor's got a lot of options, Robert.
He should be kicking it long, and he's hung onto the ball too long. Glenn Hewitt was on his own on the direct line to goal. Finally led to the boundary line, and now he's put West Torrens into attack. Brenton Honor with that bad bit of footy. Hannah with a long handball forward. Pillmore. Kevin Hill in the front spot, a good fly. Diving on top of it, just knocking it out. Shields a lovely little reflex handball to White. White gets it on towards Chapman. No one able to take it. Pillmore, Schimmelbusch, Johnston. It's a little bit better, and he goes into the half-forward line. Glenn Elliott's down there on his own.
Robert Elliott had 5 kicks in the first quarter. He had 1 in the second and 1 in the third. So he's only having his 3rd kick since quarter time.
Yes, he can't get near the ball. Morrell. He just drops it forward. A little bit of looseness there by South Adelaide, something we haven't noticed too much of during the day. It just goes to show you, when you're commanding the ball and players are working, they'll run on to receive. Robbie Morrell's kicks a wobbler. Greg Hodgson takes advantage of it as it comes in short. Stewie Palmer, most unimpressed by the fact that his man's got a kick. Standing back far too deep. A goal to Greg Hodgson and West Torrens. West Torrens are 8 goals for South Adelaide, 14-14.
It's a floater from Morrell. Miskicked it. Hodgson took off very quickly in the goal square and hugged it to his chest, and then kicked straight for his second goal. That first one I won't forget in a hurry, and he just came onto the ground. So West Torrens have kicked 2 goals, Robert, in 5 minutes after 3/4 time. Greg Flanagan injured, Peter Carter on the bench, and I just wonder if they can get back in it.
So Dirk Inglis going for the knock. West Torrens needing a 10-goal quarter. And Dirk Inglis opposed to Rob Hawkins. Hawkins just laying it down to Chapman. Knocked forward by Morrell. Pillmore. That's a bit better play to Johnston. A little bit of reflex. Johnston heads for the goal. But misses. Gee, they're important goals, Bruce. Like, it's possible if you can get a bit of a run on to kick 5 or 6 of those straight, and suddenly the game comes alive.
They kicked 13 in the last quarter against Glenelg down here about a month ago.
Stuart Palmer. Spoiled away by Inglis. Handball given forward there to someone like this.
Colsey, Robert.
Oh, Colsey, I haven't seen him for a while. Tap forward. Elliott is going to put a bit of work in. Schimmelbusch. Back to Pillmore. Holding ball. So they caught a little bit flat-footed. I thought he said holding ball. He ducked his head, the umpire, when he put his hands there. Definitely around the neck. It's got to be a little bit high. So he's going to need a free kick. I'm wrong.
10th kick to Pillmore. 1 goal, 1. Bennett's going to come on for South Adelaide, and Shaw's come off. Long way up for a little fellow. Hooked it. Hodgson in the front spot. Elliott. Straight through. So Elliott's got one. West Torrens have got a bit of a lift. It's 9-5 to 14-14. Inglis and Hawkins. Torrens have kicked 3 goals, 1 in 6 minutes. Kapler. Hannah. Cattler still. Towards Brooksby. Robson. High one. Honour will get underneath it. He should take it. He does.
Brendan Honour from half-back. Short to Corns. Quiet day, Graham Corns. But in terms of keeping his opponents quiet, he's had a top day.
7th kick, Robert.
So Graham Corns straight up the centre wing. Off hands. Morrell with a very good little handball to Robson. He missed the body. I'm not sure that Lee Robson was ready for it. But anyhow, fortune's favoured West Torrens, and he gets a free kick for in the back.
High kick by Robson. Dillon and Honour. Honour punches away. Dillon gets it back. Goes across to Collier. Now Collier doesn't run directly at the goal. Now he does with a long one. Palmer. Oh, nearly a good mark. Not paid, a behind. 9-6, 14-14. It was interesting with Collier there, Robert. He grabbed it for a while and then he straightened his body up. I think if he'd charged to the goal, he might have made it.
He's dodging bodies that aren't there. They've done it for a lot of the day. So Stuart Palmer to centre half back. Someone stopped the flight of the ball. It's the front man, Rob Hawkins. No, he's going to play the back man. Hawkins most unimpressed. There's Foster making a decision. He paid a mark then to Jeff Collier, who's half as tall as Hawkins. And Hawkins looked as though he marked it. Glenn Elliott's got it again. They need the coach to score another goal. It's a good kick. Just through. Made the distance. They're 10-6 now, Torrens. South Adelaide, 14-14.
A little confusing, the decision here. Hawkins was in the middle of this pack. There are 2 West Torrens players. Hawkins definitely looked like, if anyone had it, it was an unbelievable decision. Collier's not too sure. Now he is.
I missed it even on the replay then, Bruce. I missed it. Maybe there was a free kick to Collier in front. Was that Inglis that came from behind or Collier?
No, I still can't give it to Collier, Robert, after all that.
Hawkins, high in the air. Inglis puts his hand on it, though. Schimmelbusch diving on top of the ball. Bennett was tapped on by Hewitt. Graham Brooksby, Butler. Martin, oh, what a very fast movement. South Adelaide answer, 15-14 now, leading Torrens 10-6.
Paul Martin's played a very good game on the centre wing today. That's his 13th kick. The work was very, very good. Brooksby's been a very good player at centre half forward. Butler on the up. And look at Martin's acceleration. He charges straight at the goal and hammers it home.
And Graham Corns caught in the square when he shouldn't be there. 5 players in the square. And as a result, West Torrens with a free kick. Dirk Inglis it is to half forward. Johnston in front of Corns. Can't complete the mark. Corns grabbing the ball, gives it to Haitley. Trapped off his boot by Pillmore.
Colsey, Robert.
Colsey, yes. Colsey coming around, running straight into Palmer. Palmer kicks it out of bounds. Yes.
5-2 West Torrens has kicked to 1 goal in this last quarter. Make that 4-2 to a goal. Hodgson and Hawkins. Butler. Morrell. Will it sit for him? It does. Did that cleverly in the pocket. Towards full forward, Kevin Hill. Couldn't get a run at it. Robin White did it very well. Oh, gee, White's got some power. He runs 30 metres. Kicks it to Ward.
And Philip Ward, who's played a very good game at half-back.
18th kick.
To centre wing. High in there. Inglis is under it and marks it. Dirk Inglis played a good game when he's got back there into defence. Comes across the centre. Martin coming over the back. Grabs hold of the ball. Good mark. Going to go straight across the ground. Coming across from South Adelaide is Rod Miller. Intercepted by Jeff Collier. Handball doesn't find the body. Butler long into the goal square by Hewitt. Off hands from Schneebichler. Leaves it for Haitley. That was well done by the two. Haitley just sneaking out of Schneebichler's arms and snapping around. 16-14 to South, 10-6 to Torrens. Playing very well at the moment. A couple of good marks in defence. Rob Hawkins for South Adelaide. Kim Dillon, Pillmore, high in the air to centre half forward. Ended from behind, flies high. Comes off hands though. Morrell can't get it. Corns. Palmer. Robin White. South Adelaide into attack again. White doesn't get onto the kick at all. Only goes some 45 metres. Hewitt puts his foot in front of the ball, traps it, gives it to Miller. Miller gives it across to Chapman, and Chapman's got the simplest of goals. All he has to do is straighten up and kick it. And he does. And South Adelaide bouncing back again after a bit of a rally by West Torrens at the start of the quarter. They're 17-14, 116, leading Torrens 10-6, 66.
Goals were pretty hard to get in that first half. Only had 9 goals between the two sides. South Adelaide have made amends in the second half. They kicked 12 goals. Chapman made an absolute certainty of that one. He could have gone to Schneebichler if he liked, but he did the right thing. And through it went. Chapman has kicked 3 goals, 1. Very small rover. Of course, he's done the brunt of it today with Nayley going off in the second turn.
Greg Hodgson in the ruck now for West Torrens. He's opposed to Rob Hawkins. Bounce favours Hawkins. He winds up. Bangs it to half forward, straight to Hewitt. Hewitt gives it to Wool. Wool gives it to Bennett. Bennett accelerates at the last second, finds a yard, and kicks the goal. That was a very good movement out of the centre. Michael Bennett accelerating at the last second. And South Adelaide going even further in front. They're 18-14, leading Torrens 10-6.
Wasn't a very good bounce. It gave the West Torrens player no hope at all, Hodgson, but Hawkins did it well. Bennett's acceleration was fantastic, and he drilled it home from about 40 metres. South Adelaide are really getting back on top again, Robert. They've kicked 4 goals in about 5 minutes after West Torrens have made a run at them.
And South Adelaide continued with their very good form. They won 20 goals, 22, 142 to West Torrens, 11 goals, 874. John Schneebichler kicked 5, Chapman 3, Hewitt 3. I think he kicked about 3 goals, 5 or 3 goals, 6. Wool 2 and Miller 2 for West Torrens. John top. Sturt now down to 2nd. Port have moved up to 3rd. South moved up to 4th. Norwood have gone down to 5th. Then we've got North Adelaide, Central, Torrens, Woodville and Glenelg. Over the border today in the VFL, 3 matches. Footscray 1, 15-12 to 14-7 against